Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tessie. Today we are going to be recreating this style. If you're new to my channel, you are welcome. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly do that and let's get right into the video. For this tutorial, I have my pattern paper and I've drafted out my trouser pattern. I have a detailed video on how to do this. I'm going to drop the link for you guys to watch. So guys, I have my waist, my hip, my crotch, my knee, and then my trouser length. I went ahead to input my measurement and this is what we have. So what we'll do now is to cut out the pattern. So I'll go ahead now to cut out the pattern. So like I said, I have a detailed video on how to draft out this pattern. I'll drop the link for you guys to watch. After cutting out the pattern, we are going to be slashing and spreading. This method is the slashing and spreading method. So you check what you have here. So what I had at the waist was 10 inches. I divided it 2.5 inches all the way. And then what we'll be doing next is connecting. So what I'll do is from this first point, I'll connect it to the hip area. So that's my hip line. I'm just going to curve it and then take it down to the hip, coming down by like ½ inch from the hip. And then this second point, I'm just going to curve it and then connect it to the knee line. So I'll just use my free hand to curve and then I'm going to be connecting it to the knee line. So after doing that, I'll just make my lines visible. So guys, at the knee area here, we are just going to come down by 3 or 4 inches. So I came down by 3 inches. So you can come down by 3 or 4 inches. And then what we'll do next is to connect our points together. So I came down by 3 inches, as you can see. So what I'll do next is to connect from this point here. I'm just going to connect it to that 3 inches line. So I'll go ahead now to curve and then curve it in. So just go ahead and then curve it in this way. So we're good to go. I'm going to be labeling my points so that we will not get confused. So what you do is from the hip area, label this as your 1, 2, 3, and then 4. You can see that I labeled it around the hip area. So guys, we're good to go. I'll go ahead now to cut out my pattern. So I'll go ahead now to cut out the pattern and then we're going to be cutting it on the fabric. So this is just a tutorial I'm making for you guys. So guys, I'll be making use of this fabric. I have my fabric folded into 2, as you can see. And then from the starting point here, I just came down to the hip line. So chalk your hip line and then you connect it into a straight line, as you can see. So I'll go ahead now to connect it and then after connecting, we are good to go. I'm going to be placing my pattern. You can see the crotch area, I place it on this side. So you're placing it on the hip area. See that number 4 is touching my hip line because that's my hip measurement. So number 3 is also touching the hip line, number 2 as well, and then number 1. So the gap I have here is 3 inches gap. So I have 3 inches on the gaps, as you can see. So I'll go ahead now to pin it down and then from this point here we are going to connect the curve. So just go ahead and connect it this way. So I'm just going to curve it out, as you can see, and then from this point I'll take it straight down. So guys, this is it. So what we'll do next is to cut out our fabric. So guys, this is a tutorial I'm making for you guys. That's why I'm using this fabric. It's a bit stretchy, but if you want to make yours, I'll advise you use a jokonso fabric to achieve this, or you could use a crepe. Something that is very light will be better. So guys, I'll go ahead now to cut it out and then we are good to go with the front. I'll cut out the crotch area as well. So guys, for the back, I folded my fabric into 2 and then placed my front on the back. So I'm going to be adding allowance on the back. I'm adding 1.5 inches from the waist, for the hip 1.5, at the crotch 2 inches. Then from the knee to the down part, I added 1.5 inches as well. So guys, we'll go ahead now to cut out the back as well. Like I said, the only difference between the front and the back is the allowance we added on the back area. So guys, after cutting out the back, we are good to go. This is what it looks like. So what we're going to do is to stitch. So you're going to stitch it this way and then you do the same thing for the back piece as well. So you go ahead now to stitch it. So guys, after stitching the front, this is what it looks like, as you can see. So I'm going to be adding pockets on the front. So I'll place my fabric right side facing each other. I'm going to chalk 2.5 inches and then I came down by 8 inches. So I'll go ahead now to slant this part and then I'm going to be taking it out. This will serve as my pocket area. So guys, I'll go ahead now to attach my pocket. I have several videos on how to perfectly attach a pocket. Just watch one of my pant trouser video, you will get it there. So guys, after attaching my pocket, this is what it looks like, as you can see. So we are good to go with that part. I'm going to be joining one of the front and one of the back together. So I'll place the front and the back together, right side facing each other. So I'll place it one of the front and one of the back. I'll place it right side facing each other, and then after placing, I'm going to be stitching. So I'll go ahead now to place it and then stitch 1 inch all the way down. So you follow the curve and then you stitch 1 inch all the way down. I've done the same thing for the other side. So now I'm going to be stitching the both crotch together, the front crotch. After stitching the front crotch, I'm going to place my tape and take my waist measurement divided by 2. I'll chalk it there. Then from the waist, I'll come down to my hip line, and then I'll take my hip measurement divided by 2. And you know, we need to add to the hip area so that it will be a bit big. It's not tight. So I added to my hip area. So I'm going to connect my line and then connect it straight to the crotch, 1/2 inch to the crotch, and then I'll stitch. So now I'm going to be joining the flap together, right side facing each other, and then I'm going to stitch it. And what we'll be doing next is adding our band. So we'll open up where we want the zip to be. The zip is going to be at the back area. So I've opened up the back area, and then I'll take what I have all around my waist area. After doing that, I'll go ahead now to cut out the band. So for the band, I have 5 inches wide. I'll fold it into 2, that's 2.5 inches. I'll stitch using 1/2 inch. My band is going to be 2 inches. So guys, after doing all of that, this is the end result. It came out really lovely, but I'll advise when you're making yours, make sure you use a jokun sew or something else, not a stretchy kind of fabric. But it actually came out lovely, and I hope this tutorial was helpful. This is the back view. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, drop a comment, and make sure you're following me on all platforms as so it is. Love you guys, and do have a blessed day. Bye.